Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, to the channel, and everything on this side of the void. If you guys don't know me or first time here, my name's the Dark King. I play video games, I do challenges, and I bring about the chaos that involves in the gaming world. Now, today, hopefully and potentially, will be the last day we end up doing this with Dark Souls and our roulette of weapons, so to speak. So the game plan is we fight Priscilla in the painted world of Ariamis, and then we go to the DLC. We have Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, Manus, and Kalameet. And then, if all goes well, go to fight Gwyn, and we finish off the game. So fingers crossed we get some good rolls, because we have to reset, we have to change the weapon once before we go into the painted world, but who knows? Today might be the end of it. We might have one more day. Who knows? Let's jump into it, shall we? Enough back and forth. We got places to go, things to do, and weapons to find. Weapons to use, rather. And I clearly forgot one thing. I probably should make sure I have an infamous wheel. Very good. Wrong window. There we go. So before we jump in, let's go ahead and pick the new weapon. Miracles has been a common one. But, okay. We are fighting in the painted world. With miracles. Alright then. Make sure we're well equipped. I think I actually do remember the fact of us getting miracles as the role for the rest of the area, so I may have just had to gamble on that. Or was that what I used? No, I fought the four kings with the dagger. I almost messed it up and took the curved sword because I had the ghost blade. So that was almost extremely bad. But, could be better. Alright, before we run off, let me just make sure everything's working. Okay. Alright, well, let's go off to the pinboard of Ariamis. Yeah, if today goes well and we get through the rest of the boss fights relatively smoothly, we move on to Dark Souls 2. We go off to Majula. And again, like I've been doing with this, it's the same principle. Same premises, same game plan. Weapon roulette wheel every boss fight. After each boss fight, I level up after each boss fight to appropriate weapon style. I probably could have gone to the Dark Moon Tomb. It would have been fine getting out there. But I'm here. That's the wrong button. But I'm going to do all the main game bosses and then jump to the DLC, which will be both the trio of the Sunken City, what is it, the old Iron King, the Burnt Ivory King. Nope, that's Burnt Ivory's. It's a Sunken City DLC. The Forge. Ow. I guess I could have picked up this. This is also a Soul 3. Great matchup. Yay! And then I could have also grabbed a U. I'm gonna die probably doing this, but I don't care. I am the peculiar doll. Get me out of here. Because I have to do... Because the Sunken King is... Or the Sunken City DLC Because the Burn of Every King is in the Frozen DLC and Frozen Elysium. Not to mention Lud and Zalad in the frigid outskirts. I'm not excited for that area. That, to me, out of every area in Dark Souls 2, it seems to be probably the one everyone hates the most. Purely because of the map layout, and it's just tedious. It's just annoying. I could also be wrong into this, but maybe it's like the Blight Town of Dark Souls 2. I mean, if you know the pathway for Dark Souls, for Blight Town, you take the Master Key. It's not as hard as it seems. It's just, you know, after the fact. I'm gonna have to deal with the little skeletons at the bottom and get that chain going. Oh yeah, can I get you down? Oh, I have to hit the rope. Maybe this is also a general question as well. Because there are just some bad areas in all of the Dark Souls games. But because I also want to hear you guys' opinions on things, because I don't want it to be all about me, I want to know what, in your guys' mind, and this is for anyone that is watching now or later, what, in your opinion, either is your most hated area to deal with, or the one that probably everyone can agree is the worst area in each of the games. Rat. Because with here, it could go a lot of different directions. I mean, with Dark Souls 1, you could say Blight Town is pretty bad. I mean, if you go the traditional route, leaving from the sewers, it's pretty bad. But you go from Firelink Shrine with the Master Key, it's not as upsetting as it could be. It is still bad, you know, Poison Swamp and all that. It's still pretty bad, but it's a lot easier to work with because you have so many more checkpoints. I'm just gonna leap for it and survive the fall. I think Dark Souls 2, honestly... Oh, wait. I mean, 3 Dark Souls is bad, but the pathway to the Smelter Demon is also pretty abysmal as well. Or at least, actually, probably both. The Smelter Demon in the main game is bad, and the Reforged variant in the Burnt DLC. I think Dark Souls 3 doesn't have too many bad areas. I mean, the Ring City is also, it's cool, but it does have a lot of heavy hitting enemies. But you're supposed to be relatively, it's recommended you're a pretty high level for that area. But, I don't know if, oh, the Profaned Capital with the Jailers, those are pretty bad. Yeah, you are gonna be a nightmare to deal with down here. Just all of you are gonna be annoying. Let's see, what was I saying? Let's see, Dark Souls 3, Ring City is difficult, but not the worst. Ring City is honestly really cool. The bosses, the aesthetic, it's honestly one of my favorites. But I don't know, the whole Dark Souls 3 itself, even the secondary areas and the sub-areas are pretty good. I don't know. I mean, you could probably see the swamp leading up to the Abyss Watchers'. But there's enough spots, I think you could probably make use of moss and such to keep yourself alive. I don't know, I don't... No, I honestly think probably the Profane Capital in Dark Souls 3 is... because the jails could be confusing. It reminds me a lot of... because I played Dark Souls 3 before I played Demon Souls. So going to the... what is it called? The Area 3. With the amount of jails and the beholders. Or not the beholders, the mind flayers. Prison of Hope, that's what it is. Yeah, I think probably Profane Capital. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but the amount of jailers you have to deal with if you're not careful can be pretty overwhelming. Alright. I think honestly, and if I had to go to Elden Ring, probably the Lake of Rot is probably the worst, because the boss there, the boss that's in the Lake of Rot it's good, but unless you're going after that weapon specifically, it's not worth it. I think it's the Dragon Scale Katana. I think it's the katana with the lightning enhancement. Hello, Priscilla.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
I apologize in advance about this.
Yeah. Why dost thou hurry toward thine death?
You're right there. There we go. I got her dagger? Aim at her tail. Alright. Does that have an auxiliary effect that... I don't know, it's a dragon weapon. Let's have A scaling. Does... I think it also hurts me in the process. Let's get back to the bonfire before we run off. Take the souls and go. I have the urge to sneeze, but I'm not going to do it with Painted Guardians running about. Sorry about that. It's completely unprofessional of me. But alright, we are down to the DLC. Which... I think that is every boss. Because I could go down to... what is it? Great Hollow and Ash Lake, but there isn't really much to fight aside from the Hydra. I could also fight them to get some scales and get the Dragon Great Sword for the Everlasting Dragon. That's just for a Covenant. It is a good place to explore if you haven't already done that. Man, you chased me down all the way just to throw stuff at me. Are you serious? Are you that petty? Was it worth it? That man was very committed to doing that to me. Alright. Let's see what the number gives us. Or the wheel gives us. We are going with Crossbows against the Sanctuary Guardian. Oh man. This could be an issue. Alright. Well, let's see what we can get. It should be at max, I think. From 4. Lightning Light Crossbow. Heavy bolts. May have also been beneficial if I probably did some research and figured out if I could get a better crossbow. I think I'm also gonna have the lightning enhancement removed. Just because I think I can fix the scaling. I don't have enough stats for everything else. So I'm gonna revert it back to a plus 10 and then move it to a plus 15 traditionally. Why did I do that?
Well, need
Let's revert this back to 10. Yeah, the scaling went significantly up. I think I'll also do that with the bow as well, just as lightning bow is great. I feel like those are going to be more beneficial if I did that with swap it back? Oh, I didn't ascend it.
Don't get yourself neither of
Yeah, I get it. 310 versus... Yeah, it's S scaling now. Okay, it's just raw damage. It's still pretty decent. If I two-handed, still 374. Doesn't change much. Alright. Let's go fight the Sanctuary Guardian by just shooting crossbow bolts at him. That's gonna be a great idea. If this actually works, I'm gonna be amazed. I mean, I've fought in a lot of random things, a lot of bosses with random items. Certainly probably the least optimal. I mean, I've fought the... What was it? The Iron Golem in Sims, which was a dagger. And I fought the Four Kings with a dagger. Granted, I did have Fire Risen on the dagger during the Four Kings fight. So I don't know, that could be... It could change things. And with heavy bolts, that could also be better. So we'll see. Hydra's gone. All we have to do is just run to the portal. And I was also thinking as well, like, I probably could maximize the rest of the run just by taking all of the collected souls items that I have and just maximize my entire build just to flatline it. Which I probably will do, because at this point we're at the end of the run. Might as well go all the way. Whether or not we actually last the rest of the fight is a different story. Because there's people that found out even with broken stats and high outputs, you could still get completely bulldozed. Because you have Manus, Kalameet, and Artorias. And even Gwyn if you're not careful, but he's got a pretty good strategy against him. It's the other three that could be the problem. So let me go ahead and just stack myself up here. This is probably way overkill, but I don't need it anymore. I think I'll probably go to like 540 in each stat, maybe 50. And then anything after that is just going to be bonus. Alright. Let's do some levels. Let's go to 40 on each first. Let's do 30, actually. Put everything to 30. Do 35. Yep. You only got one with 40 on Dex. We probably won't be doing any more upgrades because everything's going to be significantly more expensive. I should probably also make sure I have max Estus flasks, because I can. The only reason why can really stall me out is if I have to use much more intelligence for the higher end sorceries. Because I know like Dark Bead and Dark Orb are going to be pretty good. Whereas Dark Orb specifically, Dark Souls 2. I haven't done a lot of Dark Sorcery. Recently, at least. Here. Let's do it. Sanctuary Guardian. I get a chance to breathe between shots. Man's approach is real interesting. Loves the rush attack. Shots. I just stood there. have choked it right here. Can I breathe? Okay. Well, hey, what's gonna happen? This is what happens when I get overconfident. I just wasted that shot. Alright, here we go again. Like I said, this is where the stance could easily swap around based on what I get in these rolls. I've also been mostly melee build, so I don't think I've seen weapons attacks. At least not ranged, anyways. Come on. One more. One more. There we go. Okay. Burdens. Alright, one death was significantly probably less than I expected with this setup. Alright, over here, let's check the wheel. I think I just have the Greataxe. I don't have the Golem Axe or nothing, so... Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna be wielding the Greataxe. Am I gonna be overweight if I wield this with this roll? Hold on. I should go back and get Havel's ring. Real quick, like... I'm gonna go back to Entree and go get this upgraded. And then we go back and pick up Havel's ring so I have this for heavy weapons. I also put some resin on this. Still have to have some. Yeah, I got a couple things of charcoal pine.
Well, me.
Let me buy a few shards. I think I need 9, I think, to max out. Let's see. Because this is an axe and the Greataxe. Well, I do have the... Could we get the Golem Axe? I don't know if that'd be any more beneficial. I think I'll just stick with getting the plus 10 Greataxe. But I will need to go to Giant Merchant. Get some more large Titanite shards. So a bit of sidestepping. Sidetracking. Let's go to the Princess. Well, let me at least see what the scaling is going to be. Almost died from landing. Because I should have gotten the Dragon Keith's Greataxe from the Gaping Dragon. So I missed that instance. think Smo's hammer is just, again, a great hammer, so I'll leave the soul for that in case I need it. Because I can't go get the Demon's Great Hammer with that, because that's a new game plus item. Or I could have gotten it from using, like, black fire bombs against the... with the tutorial demon. Excuse me, giant merchant. Giant blacksmith, sir. Can I borrow you for a moment? Thank you. Strong you are indeed. Get 7 of these. Yeah. Thank you, sir. To Andre. Yeah, I can't check it until I have a plus 10 weapon. So I think I'll just commit now and get the plus 15 Greataxe. I was looking at the Demon's Greataxe. I could use that instead. Is this as high as it goes? Oh, I didn't fully upgrade it yet. That's why. There we go. I'm gonna send this to plus 11. And plus 15.
Don't get yourself not
599 to 640. B and E on strength. Pretty good for a Greataxe. You know, let's see. Actually, let me go down this way again. The question is, am I going to survive against Tavel? Man is a tank. Nice. Stay down. Slowly but surely making my way around. It is also pretty impressive in this context with all the rolls we've gotten that I haven't died as much as I probably should have. I probably honestly have died a lot, could have died a lot more. So, I'm grateful, but I don't want to jinx myself any more than I probably have already from that same instance. Ow! Let's get around him. Ow. He swings. I better get a backstab on him. Or just do brute strength. There we go. Apple's ring. Nice. Alright. Let's repair everything. Given all that I've used up to this point. sir. I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna have enough work. I need a couple of levels now that I've gotten everything upgraded the way it is. I'm gonna have one. Yeah. Alright, into strength. 2. Melissa's Sanctuary. Where'd you get gold pine resin from? So hold on off of my charcoal pine.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Yes.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Orasil.
Take all the gold pine resin possible. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, she gives the same kind of stuff that Dusk would give us.
May the flame...
Thank you. Alright, let's go take our Greataxe and go fight Artorias. This could be where the amount of deaths could probably start skyrocketing. Sorry. Itch in the back of my throat. I think most of them are probably going to come from Kalameet and Manus. I also just start to run past a lot of these guys. Because I could spend the time trying to fight them all, but I would just get swarmed, and I don't need that at the moment. Get down. Move away with your pitchfork. I don't need you to just stab me with that. Excuse me, goodbye. Alright, this could be good, this could be bad. Who knows? I'll go ahead and activate the shortcut. Talk to this guy, talk to Mr. Chester. I wasted that. Yeah, we got pulled in by Manus. A couple of hobo bolts would probably be nice for later. I think that'll be it. Thank you.
So long.
So long indeed. Get up. Again, I do have a slow weapon versus his fast mobility. So this could be very one-sided. Also, the lack of reach doesn't help either. So charge. Or attempt to, rather. Ow. Of course, he cancels my swing. One more. Yes. Okay. Almost just lost that fight. Okay. Now if I roll great swords, should I just go get Artorias' great sword or the Abyssal great sword and just rock with that the rest of the game? Or at least until I get to the next spot, so it could be interesting. But I haven't used a whole ton of boss weapons, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Okay, sticking with Greataxe. I'm putting my Greataxe to go after Manus. Lovely. Nothing could go wrong with this. Cue my subtle sarcasm. I'll have to probably recustomize the wheel depending on what is all there for Dark Souls 2 versus Dark Souls 1. I don't think anything's going to change too much. I think the only thing I'm probably going to do is, if I have the equipment and the stats for it, I'm going to power stance whatever weapon type I get. You see what I meant earlier? By the Death Counter's probably going to start to stack a little bit further by the second half. Or by this area specifically. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I'll one-hand it so I can have a better chance of surviving these guys, their attacks. At least to the rebuttal point. For that one specifically. The ones are here. Oh yeah! Chester could give me a crossbow. Almost died. Yeah. Could you stop? Oh, Chester dies. Okay. I'm most likely wearing like the lighter armor, so I have minimal amount of damage resistance, which probably is not helping the context of things. Is there anything I would also probably wear the either Elite Knights or the Iron Tarkus set with the black iron armor. jump here. You. Not that. We've only dealt with the one mimic, surprisingly. Thing I also don't go hunting for mimics. Oh. Okay. Maybe I should just kindle this bonfire, because I'm gonna... As of right now, I'm not doing very well getting past this area. I'm not doing very well at all. Well... I don't even have any Titanite shards. Hold on. I did just pick up all the black iron armor. Should I just wear this? Hold on. Still roll pretty slow. If I start having some difficulties, I'll probably swap it around. I have not finished things. So if I start struggling, I'll swap to the black iron armor. Looks like everything's 20 flasks. And attempt again to get past everybody. Alright. Let's try this again. Pretty sure I get the crossbow from Chester. I was like, get it from somewhere else. I think it's because he fell off and I didn't actually fight him. I mean, I'd get his weapon. Alright, try this again. Thank you. Maybe also to run past everybody was probably a bad idea. I was just trying to fight them off. Thank you. Pretty sure my souls are on a stairwell. Yep, that's what I thought. I guess I could also increase my strength from Artorias' souls that he gave me. Or what I got from beating Artorias, rather. More slowly this time. You did that to yourself, Benjamin. Now it was your idea. I'll make use of Artorias' souls when oh, I could also get the Tracer as well. If I give that to his friend. I guess it depends on what the weapon I choose. What weapon I get as the roll. The next area. The next boss. And I am going to summon Civ for the fight against Artorias. I'm going to do that. This guy. Nope. I don't even know what this guy is. It's like an amalgamation creature. Thank you. Now you. Thank you much. Welcome to the Abyss. Or, what is this place called? Come on. Chasm of the Abyss. So it is the Abyss, just the Chasm of the Abyss. Yep. I walked right over you. Well, meh. Let me go this way. Let's get some enemies. Come on. Oh, stop walking away from me. Alright, Sif, free. I still remember a post. I don't know if it was. I remember who mentioned it first time when they found this out. But if you fought all of the, if you went to the DLC, fighting and fought Artorias and won, and then go back to the main game and then fight Sif again after you fought in Sif or after you fought in Artorias, they like sniff you, like they recognize you, but then they also then they like shake it off and realize that what they have to do is part of their right and their plans, so to speak. So if only there was a way we could actually get what we need to do without having to fight Sif. I do feel a little upset that we have to do that, but it must be done. Alright. Let's see how well this goes. Let's fight the monster within, so to speak. Alright, here goes. Get to meet the interesting question that pulled us into this whole charade. Come on, Sif, get in here. We got things to do. Abjuration of sorts to fight our demon. There's the multi-hit. Fine. Did say it was going to be harder at this point, didn't I? We got supplies. So let's swap this out. Manus is also just one of the more aggressive and difficult bosses to fight, I think, in Dark Souls 1. Honestly, I think, in my opinion, and this is my opinion specifically, you guys can have your opinions and have your thoughts, but I think Manus and Artorias are probably the two. You know, I think it's honestly between Manus or Kalameet, because, or maybe it might actually be a three-way tie between the trio. I think their DLC bosses, they're meant to be a little more challenging. Because if you're not careful, Artorias can whittle you down real fast. Manus is just chaotic in nature, and Kalameet just has a ton of health. He will put you to the test, so to speak. I do have a ton of humanities as well, so I can use these in the interim between the walk there and back. Heal myself. Sit back in here. Ouch. sit up for like 3 seconds. Just loves to punish, doesn't he? Sif, hold the line. I'm coming in. Too early. Oh, I might have gotten away with that one. Ow, ow. Please, please. You. Dipping. Those arm swings was nasty. Come on, 2. About a yield. Surprised Stiff is still alive. After all that battering. Got it. Okay. Thank you, my friend. Okay. Well, with Manus down, there's 2 bosses left. This might be a short stream today. Or I guess if anything, we could probably move to Dark Souls 2 to get things prepped. But it also depends. The rest of this could take a while. Don't have a great bow. I do not have a great bow. That will be very cinematic. But I'm gonna re-roll because I do not have a great bow on hand. And I do not want to give you all the effort to go out and get one. Okay. I'm going to punch Kalameet to death. Oh boy. Alright, how good's my cestus? Oh man. Alright, let's go take a trip. Oh boy. This is probably gonna take the longest attempt. Oh man, this is gonna be something else.
Well,
Yeah, I need this to get upgraded a lot. Just enough to go all the way to 15. Large Titanite shards. I do have a high amount of strength, so that might help a lot in this context. But it's still cestus. think I've now run out of chunks. I still have 10 chunks, okay.
Don't get your snot.
Alright. I might also be making this significantly harder on myself by doing this, but it's for the run, at least. Well, I could also go get the claws if I join the Forest Hunter Covenant, I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. Then we first go meet the giant in question. So these scale on C both directions. Yep, one level. Let's go to 40 and 40. I think on the township, not the sanctuary. This fight could probably take me the whole hour just to do this. But I first gotta go meet the vibrant creature. I mean, the Cessus is also incredibly low stamina, so I can do fast attacks, but it is still Cestus. You stop jumping about. Thank you. I mean, if I have gold pine resin on or acorn resin on, I could stack a lot of damage. And if I need to, I will actually have to probably go back into town to get more charcoal pine. This, and probably run. Very good. And they'll probably do one more level up spree before we go fight Gwyn. Just to say I've used every single one of my soul items that I didn't use. So I'll use all the boss souls, I'll use all the other souls that I've gotten, just to max everything out as much as I can. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure like the high-end soft cap is, for most stats, probably 50. Alright.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Well, so you say. Just in case I need to upgrade one more weapon completely from scratch.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 80 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. With our twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. Farewell, you. Lead the
So I'm at Kalameet.
tomorrow. Is the black dragon posing the duress?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Yeah, I'm kind of stubborn.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Alright, let's see the Great Bowmaster in action. A blind Great Bow Sharpshooter.
Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Go. This is probably one of the dumbest ideas, but I'm committed to finish this through to the end. And if it means fighting an abyssal dragon of sorts with nothing but my leather-wrapped fists, then so be it. There's one. There's the other one. Or the two. So if they're jumping around. I think one bit of it that'll be more helpful in the next one is I probably could have made more benefits with the infusions. But I also wanted to make use of resins and such. I think because I'll probably be dual wielding power sticks and a lot of the weapons, I'll probably have one of them infused with like Darker Lightning in Dark Souls 2. And then I'll have one that can infuse like a different resin. 3, I'll probably rotate the stones that I get based on what I have the higher stats in. Alright, let's do this. This is such a bad idea. Here we go. Stood there. He's probably also equally aggressive as Manus is. Also, I apologize for the loud screech sound. Thought for a little while. Oh, not yet. Risen. So. shaking. I am shaking so much. Okay. Let's roll the last weapon and go fight Gwyn. Holy cow. I think I stopped breathing at one point. Alright, Greataxe it is. And that's it. Okay. Greataxe it is. And while I'm here, might as well cap out everything. Take every soul possible. Oops. Getting ahead of myself with the buttons. You guys know the feeling you get when you're basically at the it's that last like second possible that your heart's racing, the pit in your stomach is building. Just that end of the fight rush that you get. It's a lot. But it's done. It's over with. I'm gonna be using a lot of these. I've not bothered with any of these because I don't want to use any of the boss weapons. I'll probably use more of those in 3 than I will in 2. I mean, there are a couple heavy hitting weapons that I could use in 2. But a lot of the good ones, a lot of the stronger ones, you probably won't get until you've done like either a bonfire aesthetic or something else. Alright. I'm gonna push as far as I can with strength. Go to 50. Let's do 40. And 2 points into endurance. Alright, 50 strength with the golem, with the Greataxe. 693 to one-handed. 657. Let's go give the souls to the other vessel. And let's call this run finished. We'll still do it with all the Black Knights at the bottom. Excuse me, Framt. Thank you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Thank you, sir.
I am pleased. Is it?
Yes, let us
Very well.
warp. Thank you. Alright. Bit of Chaos, Nito, Four Kings, and Seath. Into the Kiln of the First Flame. We've reached the end of our journey, everybody. I'm surprised the death counter is as low as it is going into this final area. I just thought it would be a lot higher. Just given the amount of possibilities we could have gone with random weapons. Sword. That would have been nice to have. Probably get some of these demons. I mean, if I had, like, all the Black Knight weapons, I probably wouldn't have used anything else for my, choice. Taking the straight sword, the great sword, the halberd. Speaking of the great sword. Well, I could also swap to the Greataxe if I get it, but that's on the chance I get it. I think because this way the fight's going to be, I'm gonna wear the Black Knight armor on the way out. Only because I can. I feel like that's appropriate for me. Upgrade. Yes. A little slower, but most of this fight with Gwyn is going to be also parries and ripostes. Okay, so no Greataxe from him. And then halberd from him. Alright. Let's do this. Here we go. Heading to the end. Don't you dare try to grab me. Stop. Thank you. And one more for good measure. For this, given what I am and who I am, I choose the darkness.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Carth and Frout serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let the true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord returnest.
Well, that's it. And what was our final time count? 13 deaths, 7.25 hours. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this run. And that's gonna do it probably for this stream today. It's gonna be a little early when we get off. Again, I'm gonna go at least to do 2.5 hours, but given that I do wanna prep everything preparation for Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it early. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that fun jazz. You guys know how this works. I don't need to remind you, but I will anyway. Remember, guys, the Void's always willing to listen to those who want to be heard. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to hear you out. And next time we meet, let's go to Majula, shall we? Have a great night, guys. I love you. See you in the next one.